welcome to the Norm spin-off Hyperbolic review. We're usually here to talk anime, video games, and movies. I am your host, X, also known as Young Double Feature Freeman. And with me, as always, is my co-host, Kid Lewis.
What's up? This is your boy, KL, Kid Lewis. Welcome back to the Hyperbolic spin-off review. And on this segment, we have, of course, brother number 3, Captain Kilimanjaro.
Captain Kilimanjaro.
And a returning guest. Welcome. Huge hands of applause to Team Money.
Team Money.
You might remember him from the last filler. Now he's here at the Hyperbolic spin-off review.
Welcome back to the Fortress of Nerditude.
Right. He is the proprietor of this Fortress of Nerditude.
Right. Sanctuary.
Yeah.
How you been, Tom?
How you been,
Oh man, we've been so busy.
That's good to hear.
Summertime.
The busiest summer I've ever seen.
That's good to hear,
though. Yeah. We're getting driven by all the media, all the movies, TV shows, everything. So as soon as something drops, people are in here like, do you have this? I saw this on Netflix. I really want it. And I was like, yeah.
Any Mr. Terrific books, man?
Yeah, of course. They put out a Mr. Terrific year 1, and it's been selling well. And people come in, they're like, yeah, Mr. Terrific. I was like, no. The 5 people ahead of you didn't get it either.
Right.
So, sorry. We try to keep it stuck. We do our best.
No, you guys are one of the best out here, if not the best.
If not the best.
So like you can tell in the title of this video, we are going to be doing a double feature review on Superman, as well as the Fantastic Four, the two giants, the two families of DC and Marvel. Both coming out 2 weeks from each other. Both seem to be doing pretty good, but you know, we'll definitely get into it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So this is a YouTube version, so make sure to leave us a like, subscribe, comment below what you think is the best, and we'll just kind of get into it, man.
Let's get into it. We'll start off with Superman.
First, we'll start off with Superman. So usually we do spoilers and then non-spoilers, but let's just go ahead and get into it. So
yeah, let's get into it, man.
Do you want to do the rankings right now? And we'll back it up.
So of course we're gonna rank it. Our rank is human, worst of the worst. Mm-hmm. Then we got 8 mid-tier, and then we got sane. Not X.
Creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme. Like it was beautiful.
Yeah, worth your price of admission.
All right.
All right, then we do it all at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, we can do it all at the same time.
All right, after go.
After go.
So 1, 2, 3, go, and then
we say it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do the countdown.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Great.
Sane.
Wow, graded for Superman. What'd you say?
Sane.
Saying?
Saying.
Wow, dang, Tom didn't live up to the standard?
What do you say?
Did I say something? I said saying.
He's just like, I didn't even hear you say it. You said 8.
Grade 8.
Grade 8.
Wow.
Grade 8.
Grade 8.
Grade 8.
All right, let's start with Tom then. Let's see if we
you're
can.
the odd man. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like Superman. I did like the movie. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that I loved all the actors. I thought the casting was good on pretty much everybody in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought that the surprise hit was Mr. Terrific. I thought that was
Definitely
the standout supporting character.
Great supporting
I was just like, is this going to work in live action? And I saw it. I was like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, with James Gunn attached, I think that character was definitely gonna.
I liked a lot of the stuff. I thought, the guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion plays an awesome asshole.
Right, right.
He's a great actor. I love him in almost everything. I felt like Hawkgirl didn't get enough screen time.
Yeah, she got a body though. She killed somebody.
Yeah. But getting to actual Superman and Lois, I think were cast really well.
Yeah, they had good chemistry.
Yeah, and even Luthor to some extent. I just didn't like Luthor's motivation. I'm gonna say it was a little weird. He's like almost like a jealous lover.
Yes,
it was.
Yes. There's like a scene where he's like trapped in the box, Superman with the kryptonite or whatever, and he's got his hands on the glass, and Luthor bends down and he's touching the glass. He's like put his hands on his hands.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, bro.
It's like his moment of feeling equal. Like we can finally touch. You know what I mean? I know kryptonite is kind of fucking up Superman to the floor, but
he's just trying to hold his hand from the glass, bro. So I think Lex Luthor is one of my favorites, besides Mr. Terrific. But I did like his
No, I feel like Mr. Terrific took the
hater
show.
energy that he gave.
For sure did.
He did. He had in the one scene. They gave him like a Yondu scene where he's like, just killing everybody.
Yeah.
With a bunch of like remote control stuff.
Yeah.
So what let it down though? What let it down?
Let's say, okay, I understand that at the beginning of, you've seen like the opening credits, they kind of just like rush you through to catch up, and you're almost dropped into like an existing episode, like in progress.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to go through the whole
Origin
redo story again, because we've seen it so many times, and I get that. It's just like you don't know anything. If you don't know Superman,
at this point, at least
Google
something.
it. But
It's Goku's story.
Spaceship drops in the middle of Nashville.
They even do it in like
Arkansas.
solar opposites. It has the same kind of situation.
Right, to be honest.
Everybody does it.
Grows up in a farm.
so
Da-di-da-di-da.
Watch Smallville. Watch
just
Smallville.
like
Exactly. Watch Smallville.
It's just like right out of the gate, Luther's just already like just on the sky, like and you kind of want to know like, okay, what did he do? Why is he doing this? And they don't really do a whole lot of stuff other than it's just pure jealousy.
Sometimes that's all you need, bro. Sometimes you just need pure evil.
Luther's always been like xenophobic in the books and whatnot, and
his Superman's mere existence, his presence pisses him off.
Right.
Bro,
he's like,
you can feel it in the whole movie. Luther was not having it.
Like, what did he do to him? Come on, like,
Right? Did he steal his girl?
There's got to be something else going on
Might
here.
well.
That was Jimmy.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god.
I just think he stole Luther's shine.
Yeah,
he doesn't like being like second to none. You know what I mean? He has to.
Yeah, well, he even explains
number
it at
one.
the end. Like even when he hears his name mentioned with Galileo and all these other humans who can do extraordinary human things, it's still nothing compared to Superman.
Fucking Luther, bro.
Yeah, well, he even says that there are other superheroes, so he's not jealous of all superheroes, but
He's just
something
jealous
about
of
Superman.
Yeah, he just.
Superman's just a little bit too handsome,
Too tall.
Too tall.
Great set of hair.
That was great.
Hey, when you're bald, you have somebody with great set of hair, shit pisses you off.
I like that they had his curl every now and then.
Yeah,
Even when his hair was kind of messed up, it still had a little bit of the curl. I don't know, man. I loved it. I know I'm a James Gunn fanboy, and I know that this is a big departure from the DC universe in general. Kind of is more like Blue Beetle. Like Blue Beetle kind of was heading that way as well in the wackiness, but nah, man. I just loved everything about it. Everything, the cast, the action, the plot line, the twists. I do agree that it does kind of rush at the end or in the beginning with the whole. Not necessarily the fight with the robot guy, because it kind of does go back to it, and you kind of do see, slowly that Luthor has been doing this for a while, and he's super smart. He knows everything about Superman. But the whole Bulgaria and Jorgan or whatever, that's kind of stuff. I think maybe they should have either shown or just take it off the title crawl, because I was like trying to read it, and I'm like, is that a real country? Are these two real countries? Or the whole Superman came out, 30 years ago, 300 years ago. They're super villains. 3 hours ago,
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah,
but that part, that one line about the Jorgans and all that stuff, that was kind of, I think, rushed, and I didn't really care for it, to be honest.
You tie it in though. You tie it in because at the end you find out, by the stupid chick that she's not as stupid as she seems. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's been foiling this man's plot the whole time. Just in case.
I liked her inclusion too, because in the first Superman movie, Lex has kind of like a dim-witted side chick girl, or whatever. Nah, man, it's
taking selfies of everything.
Taking selfies, man. Taking selfies.
It was a good twist. Yeah, it's like she's been like secretly undermining the whole thing. Like, okay.
Yeah, from the beginning, she was taking photos when he's like fighting in the streets.
Right, everything. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's already tied in. You just don't even realize it. You just think that she's some dumb broad. Excuse my language, but no.
Luther's whole weird little crew of hackers.
I love those people. Yeah.
I was just like, this is such a weird. I get it that Gunn's trying to, stay current. You can't do the old stories anymore because it doesn't fit into society as it is now.
Yeah.
So doing this is like, yes, okay, this is what's happening. This is how people are attacking each other. There's a lot of negativity on the internet and whatnot. That was the whole thing with like
the monkeys,
bro.
Yeah. He's just like,
that's
Gunn, just like, okay, you want to mess with me?
Just tweeting away.
Hashtag super shit.
Hashtag
That was one of the funniest parts of the whole movie for sure.
Well, let's go. Favorite characters, favorite moments. Start with you, Captain
Start
Kilimanjaro.
with somebody else.
Start with someone else.
I got a lot of
Captain
favorite
Kilimanjaro's a little
moments,
unprepared, bro.
No, definitely not. It's just because it's so many good moments. I actually had to leave the theater early because I saw them both like right back to back.
Right.
And Superman started late, so I didn't get to watch it all the way through to the end.
Wow, really?
I left. I had to leave during the Ultraman fight, unfortunately.
Wow.
Like the last one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with Kid Lewis then.
All right. Favorite character would be Mr. Terrific. Yeah, Mr. Terrific. Sorry. We'll go to the other one.
We'll get there.
Mr. Terrific. Yeah, he was great, man. He was just his chemistry and just like I don't know, man. He was just bringing like good humor, man. Not like dry humor. Or he just being him. It was.
Yeah, he's very robotic, very like not human. Like he's like Lois is dealing with her shit with Superman. He's like, I don't know, we kind of broke up, but da da da. He's like, I don't care.
Like,
I'm incapable of caring.
Right. Don't talk to me about
it was perfect, man. Crypto
Oh, we need to talk about
Crypto.
Crypto.
The show, bro.
was pretty good. I feel like he needs to be trained better, but I know that's super girl's dog.
Yeah.
And I get that, but like, damn, bro, he was beating everybody's ass up.
Yeah, he's a bad dog. I've had a dog where you'd walk in. I think my Lola.
Yeah.
You'd walk into my house and she would untie your shoes. She would just grab you and untie everybody's shoes. It's a bad dog, man.
Bad dog, exactly. And then favorite moment would probably my favorite moment was actually Clark and
Lois, the interview.
The interview in the
That was
beginning.
nice. Yeah, that was pretty
like
nice.
how he was trying to like be professional, but at the same time like she was hitting him with some tough ass questions.
That's how Lois is, yeah.
And he just wasn't prepared, and he was like, but you're my girl, like you're supposed to help me. And she's like, yeah, but like think about this being like an interview. Reporter first, girlfriend second.
Yeah.
And you're fucking up there, like you're saying wrong shit.
Yeah,
you know, you did what to him with a cactus? Like it was softly.
I mean, barely, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a part where they're arguing about like the semantics of off the record or whatever. He's like, why are you being like this?
Literally.
I've had a moment like that, yeah.
I think it was very relatable.
Relatable?
Definitely.
What about you, Tom? Favorite characters, favorite moments?
Favorite character, still probably, Guy Gardner, I think, played off really well, especially when he's, over in the other country and he's just flipping the tanks.
Oh,
with the little finger. It's just like, that, I'm so glad they're able to do that.
That haircut.
Yeah, the making fun of the haircut. And,
he wears it with pride, though.
I like Metamorpho, too, to some extent. I felt bad for him because he finally learned, like, oh crap, Luther is really scum. Way too late, but he pulled it back and he got in there.
Yeah.
He did his thing, too, which wasn't bad, It was an accurate representation of what he is.
Yeah.
So,
The colors and everything.
One of my scenes I liked, another Lois and Clark scene, was when they're in the apartment and they're just spending quiet time, and then you see in the background,
oh
my God,
everybody else is fighting the whatever the interdimensional alien menace. They're so nonchalant about it. They're just like,
he's got it.
It's funny that he mentions that. That's actually the part that I least liked.
I didn't like it from the trailer. I was just like, what are they happening? But then in the context of the story, he doesn't care about the fucking... He's looking for crypto.
Yeah,
He's looking for crypto.
But I feel like they were having a serious moment, and I feel like that happening in the back was kind of like taken away from the serious moment. Because I was so more focused on the funny stuff in the back that I wasn't really paying attention to the whole Lewis and Clark conversation about like where they're standing at and they
just broke up.
I know, but it's just like it's a
his house the way he broke into her house.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. This is not a.
He's also even drinking the coffee.
This is not a Zack Snyder kind of movie, but but still, like I just feel like it was a very serious time to focus on them, and then you got all this shit happening in the back.
It was beautiful. I like the lights, the colors.
Yeah, it was nice, and that's what I mean. It took away from it.
Yeah.
Me personally, I feel like it just took away.
Yeah.
But I would say probably the most intense scene that I liked was when he comes into Luther's office. It's like, where's my dog?
Yeah.
And everybody's got their phone out,
hit me.
And he just like baited him into it with it, and that
he's taking a sip of the coffee.
Luther's just such
he
a
speaks it into the
scheming worm at that point. That's another thing about Luther. He's usually he's intelligent.
Yeah.
He's also pretty crafty like that.
Oh, for sure. Superman runs in. Before he like tosses the table, he takes his drink. He like knows he's gonna fucking.
The guy needs a drink, you know.
Bro, his whole fight, he's literally giving this man orders, literally numbers.
So a friend of mine did not like that part of it. It was kind of too wacky, like that he was able to fight. He knew all these moves. I can't like remember two characters' move sets in Mortal Kombat. While
Lex Luthor.
But he's not like I'm not Lex Luthor. So I told him it was kind of over the top and cartoony, but I think he would be able to memorize all those kind of moves.
Because apparently he's been doing this for years.
Yeah,
so imagine that it would all be cataloged as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the way I'm thinking is the delay. You know what I mean? Between him actually saying it,
right,
being transmitted to the guy or Ultraman, and then Ultraman actually doing it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's too much of a delay, too much gap. You know what I mean? And anything can interfere. Yeah. What if the internet goes down?
I mean, it kind of did.
You know what I mean? And it did.
The cameras.
Then he's fucked.
That's what happened.
Buffering.
But
buffering. Yeah.
Oh my god! But he's Lex Luthor. Like that's shit that he should have thought of. Like, what if the internet drops? Like, or if the connection stops?
No matter how smart
then Ultraman is fucked. Because Ultraman is technically at the end just a freaking zombie.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. Well, he was able to fight by himself too, but he's just not as good. And the idea was that he had the one up on Superman because he knew Superman's moves.
Yeah.
So
and Lex Luthor knows the next upcoming move.
Yeah.
But still, like I just think that was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
It didn't really make sense, and I feel like that could have been a Lex Luthor like fail. Like he could have thought through this better than just B1, B2.
He should have done it with a controller. Yeah. Just plug in the Arc of Combat. Triangle. It never hits you.
Gun really kept you guessing about that Ultraman character.
He did? Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, so Ultraman's this other Superman from the other.
That was a red herring. I think it was. I thought it was that.
It's like, well, he's hanging out with engineers, so does that make him like Apollo or one of the other authority? And it's like, but no. And then he gets. Then at one point they kind of like, is this Doomsday? Because he's got the goggles and stuff.
Right.
And then it's like now it's Bizarro.
I thought it was Bizarro.
I think it is going to be Bizarro though.
Like,
yeah, the way it ended.
So he kept rotating that on you. I mean that was clever.
Keeping you on your toes, man.
Yeah, I would say.
No matter what you think is about to happen, you're wrong.
A little bit to the left. Yeah. I would say a low moment for me is the speech that he has at the end. I feel like the speech that Superman has about himself. He's like, that's your problem, Lex. I fear. Sometimes I gotta take a shit. Sometimes I get scared.
Sometimes I have to put my pants on the same way everybody else.
Right.
1 foot at a time.
My super boots on, 1 boot at a time or whatever. I think if somebody else had said that about him, it'd have been a little bit better. But the fact that he was saying it about himself, I don't know. Yeah, we had like voiceover between like Martha or Pa to Lois, then maybe. But the way he said it to himself to Luthor, I was just like,
I feel like that conversation was unrelated to what Luthor was saying. Like Luthor was just talking about him being like the best of the best.
Yeah.
And you're in front of me right now, and I'm trying to get rid of you because I want to be number one. You know what I mean? That whatever ego Luthor.
Yeah, because I don't think Luthor believes that he's actually scared of Superman. No. I think Superman should know that though. He should know that he's a hater.
Yeah, but then for Superman to come out and just start talking about himself and how great he is and how he's more human than he is alien.
Yeah.
And then I felt like at that point, okay, this is kind of like hitting with what society's going through.
I know,
right
I was like,
now.
we get it, Superman, you're the shit.
Yeah, like, we get it, you're human, bro. Yes, you're an alien, but you're human.
All right.
You're just like the rest of us.
That was a low point in the movie, and it was towards the end, but everything else, man, I fucking thought was on top of it. Like my favorite moment is when Guy Gardner gets to the torn country, and he's like, sorry man, Superman, he like comes down, he's like, sorry, Superman couldn't be here, and he fucking, I don't know if he's eating sunflower seeds, he fucking spits, and he's just like, but you got an upgrade, and I was like, nice.
You got an upgrade, bro.
That's probably, I think that is definitely one of my favorite moments. I would say like my favorite character is Mr. Terrific.
We'll get there, man. We'll get there.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Terrific though, like with a side being Guy Gardner, just because he's not like, you're always used to, Hal. Yeah, you're always used to Hal, but it's like, nah, bro. This is a different kind of Green.
Well, sometimes Hal Jordan is kind of an asshole.
Well, yeah, but he's more like proper and more structured, if you will, compared to Guy, where he's just like, yeah, no, I know I'm the shit, and I know you're an asshole, and that's pretty much how it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That flipping the tank with the bird is my favorite part of the movie for sure.
Yeah.
with a close second being that Mr. Terrific span where he touches down on the island and like he's like, all right, just uses the one shield and then just goes to town on everybody.
Yeah, it's kind of invented. Sometimes it does kind of wash over me, like with the Yondu thing, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, he's got everything. But once he like starts like throwing like batarangs at everybody or his T spheres, then I kind of like okay, circles, yeah,
circles are 2-dimensional.
Yeah.
So moving on forward with James Gunn's Superman, was it better than Zack Snyder? Zack Snyder.
I will say yes, for sure. But if I could compare the two and give credit where it's due, I feel like some of the action in Zack Snyder's was a little bit heavier. Because I do like the fight that he had in the stadium, like the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
But it just, I can tell that this Superman really doesn't know how to fight yet.
He's still learning
how to fight. Yeah, that's why
this
fucking
like,
Luthor's able to predict this. Because of course he's just gonna go like this.
It's like year one, bro. It's like Batman year one.
Yeah, but it's his third year at least.
I know, but he's still, what is that to a Kryptonian?
Yeah. I think it could have been a little bit more flashy. There's a scene where he's in the sky and he does like spin a little bit to get the people off him. That's some Superman shit.
Yeah.
But besides that, I thought he was kind of like not that good of a fighter. But the physicality in the Zack Snyder movies.
Well, it's darker too. I feel like it's like these movies are like a lighter movie, so it'll probably get like heavier in the fights like later. You know what I mean?
I'm watching the movie now, bro.
But,
that's the thing that I don't really like about the MCU is that the fights always never feel like very, they don't have any weight to
gritty,
it. Yeah, they just hit each other and they fly off, like in a kung fu movie kind of thing.
I don't know.
Or like Wonder Woman when she comes into a scene and hits somebody, you feel it.
Right.
Yeah. But besides that, I give it to James Gunn.
That's one of the low points for me, actually, that you mentioned.
The fight?
No, him whenever he's flying and he's like zooming on his face. I hate it.
Yeah.
When they zoom into his face while he's flying. He look Hawkeye, bro.
You can show it every now and then, but he's more dynamic from the back, bro.
Right. That was like the ugliest view you could get him. I know that wind was blowing in his eyes. Both his eyes were facing different directions. He was squinting. I was like, bro, this is such an ugly view. Why would you choose this?
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like talking about Man of Steel, I mean, Zod, Michael Shannon, I mean, that guy's intense.
Yeah,
I mean, he's an intense actor anyway. And you really feel like, okay, Zod really has a chance here, and then the whole destruction and everything. That part I like about that movie. Because you're like, you finally get like a real throwdown, and it's not like, it's like, okay, we have a Kryptonian versus,
a gorilla.
There's Luthor. He's a normal guy. He's super smart, but you squish him. If Superman, was,
so inclined.
And Lex is always playing off of that because he's like, I can just dick around because Superman's Mr. Goody Two Shoes. He won't kill me. But if he tried that with Hawkgirl, he'd get dropped out of the building.
I do like that part of the movie too.
Face would meet the mace.
Because when she had that moment where she just like let that guy drop. I was just like, that was beautiful.
Yeah, it's because Superman would have saved them
in the glass.
Or stuck them.
You would have dropped it, but you would have.
He would have dropped him in custody.
Right. Yeah.
Hawkgirl's like, I ain't got time for that. Go eat street pizza, dude. You're a dick.
I thought a stupid moment from that movie was when Lex Luthor said he was gonna capture Clark Kent to torture him in front of Superman.
Yeah.
He didn't know
he was Superman.
Come on, man. You that smart and you still can't figure it out? It's just glasses, man.
It's the hypno glasses.
I forgot about the hypno glasses.
Yeah, man.
You're not supposed to know about that.
Yeah, right.
That's
top secret.
Right.
Yeah, so I thought there was like a little bit of political in this because Lex Luthor's like, anybody I don't like, I'm locking up in this little pocket.
Bro, he had everybody locked up. His mailman was locked up in there for.
He's like, anybody else want to talk shit?
You're
gonna be in this little dimension for the
pocket dimension.
Does he feed them? He has to feed them, right? She's still in her clothes and everything.
Yeah, no, he does. Because when they bring
there was no toilets, there was nothing, right, man. No water.
Maybe they get bathroom break.
Yeah, do they do the lower laundry?
A little hole at the bottom of the cell.
Maybe he has the monkeys.
That's all it is. He just opens up a piece of the cube and that's it.
Wow.
It's like, make it good. Hope you got a good aim.
Yeah.
That smell is staying in there forever.
So we'll come back to the future of the DC, but let's go on to Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
Future of
for
Marvel.
First steps.
So we'll rank it after 1, 2, 3, go. So after go.
After go.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Same. Ah, okay, so we're all in agreement there.
Yes.
This is just gonna be us, talking nice about these movies, I guess.
I mean, I still got some negative
I got some negative
shit
stuff to say as well.
I still got some negative shit, but
course.
overall, I think it was a very good movie.
Really good movie?
It was really good. I was just thinking about the original Fantastic Four, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, damn, what made this movie so good that they did like 2 sequels afterwards, right? Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2 sequels.
No, 1 sequel and then
one
a
sequel.
One
No, so they did one sequel.
that we don't
Fan
talk
Four-stick?
about.
No, not that one, not that one.
Right.
And I want to say it was Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba? Yeah, but she's not in this one.
No.
No,
I
you
think
said
that's
that's
why
what
it was a
made the
sequel.
original.
Oh, really? So we can get
Oh
her in
my
her
god,
underpants
bro! I
again?
think she was the best.
She's
Oh,
in her underpants both movies.
I would. I think that's the plot right there. She was the plot. I'm sorry.
Right, well, they did
Even
write that
Silver
scene.
Surfer knew who was the person to go to every single time. He
Right.
was like, I gotta go to Mrs. Yeah,
Well,
man.
so it does kind of bring me to the First Steps movie, because at first I was not down with the Lady Silver Surfer. I will admit.
You didn't like it?
When you first heard about it? Or?
Just because I like the Silver Surfer so much, I forget his real name, but he's from Zenlaw. Norrin Rad. So I just like...
He's rad.
He's super rad. I just like that he's, like a construct man, But then when you do it like a lady, then it's like, okay, well then she has to have come from somewhere, which he does as well.
Well, I was saying,
But-
a comic geek, I figured you would be all about her being like an actual being that's true. To,
Yeah.
Like,
Because if you have a
the
bald
script
Silver
or-
Surfer, you could have made him out of clay, but he actually does come from somewhere. But when you get to the story, and then he has that whole interaction with Johnny Storm, or she does, then I kind of like,
Understand where she's coming from?
I kind of liked it more because I'm always down for changing little things. Make somebody black, make somebody Spanish, make somebody a girl, make somebody a guy who was a girl maybe. But I was just like, But then they pulled it through at the end. I think.
Yeah.
I think they did that because otherwise the only woman you fixate on is the Invisible Woman the whole time.
Right.
She is the glue of the team.
Yeah,
and
she
you
is.
can see that she is kind of the alpha in that team.
Yeah.
But it's just a male world after that, you've got hardly anybody else. That's why they wanted to balance it. And they also share kind of the same thing where they're willing to sacrifice beyond themselves.
Besides their baby.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
One for one motivation and one for another motivation, but they share kind of that same ground, so there can be a respect there.
How do you like the aesthetic of the
Oh
world?
my god, I fucking love that.
I love retrofuturism, bro.
Retrofuturism.
Love that shit.
I love it too, bro.
Yeah.
I kind of
some
low key
records.
wish our timeline would have moved like that.
Oh my god.
So
I'm kind of after watching that movie, I was like, I kind of want random shit, like more rounded. I'm tired of the square all black stuff. You know what I mean?
These squares.
Squares and black. Squares and black.
You said
like,
you used to want the Switch 2 to be more like sleek and more
yeah,
like
but now that I watched the movie,
Oh,
I'm
now you
just
want-
like,
now you want it
nah,
kinda
'cause it's
rounded.
cool, bro. Everybody's wearing turtlenecks and shit.
Okay, so just watch Batman.
Yeah, it's like this is a society where if we followed science,
Right.
and that this is how it would be, and there wouldn't be. I mean, it's almost like an almost unbelievable utopian.
Yeah.
But then
kinda.
you see when they turn on them, that like, okay, yeah, people still are capable of, anger and hate.
Yeah, man, they were sucking the juice out of the Fantastic Four. Everybody loved the Fantastic Four, and I'm like,
They were celebrities, bro.
Basically.
They
Sue
kinda
was
are.
in politics, you know what I'm
They
saying?
kinda are,
Movie
but-
stars.
yeah. There was a one unbelievable scene where, like, right before they go to space, Reed Richards solves all the crime.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I solved all the crime.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
done.
Listen,
Yeah.
the baby's on the way, man.
Right.
You gotta get him out the way.
At first, I thought the pacing was kind of off. Then they just did everything in a montage, and then it was kind of some scenes kind of lingered with like soft moments, like the quietness kind of went a little bit too long. But then when the movie just kept going and escalating, then I was like, okay, I get it. They still could have trimmed off a little bit and maybe added more somewhere
I think
else.
that's why they did it, though. because they figured it was gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I thought they did like, you know, they're like, we're not going to, same thing, like the Superman, we're not going to do the whole origin over again, but they did it in the way with like the news broadcast, on the show, they're like, hey, by the way, this is how it all happened. Keep going. And that was a great way to do it. Let's just streamline it, not have to bore everybody for 20 minutes.
That's true.
Yeah.
So let's get right into the action, man.
Favorite characters, favorite moments?
They're celebrating their 4th year of being fantastic.
Yeah. Then at the end, I think it's their 5th year. Maybe he's a little grown up.
Kind of.
All right, Fred, we'll jump into you this time.
Yeah, we'll start. We'll start this time.
Yeah.
Favorite characters, favorite moments.
I don't know. It's kind of a mix between the Thing and Johnny, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Ben and Johnny, they're like one person. You know what I mean?
Really good chemistry, man.
Of course.
The humor was on point.
There are 2 different people, but you know they are always the ones that are together. Obviously, Sue and Reed are gonna be together.
Right.
I like the guy that voiced the Thing, Ebon Moss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I like how they kind of
his New York, Brooklyn voice.
No, I kind of liked it. You know, I kind of liked it. It went with the flow of the movie. You know, they are kind of like in downtown New York, or you know what I mean. Yeah. And he does visit his like childhood, you know, neighborhood, and he goes like up and down the road and picks up cookies. And he's like, I used to eat these cookies back when I was 8 years old and stuff like that. But so I kind of like that play on. But I do like how Ebon Moss is in that movie or that show, The Bear.
Yeah.
So they kind of bring in like the cooking, especially when he walks in, the robot's cooking. He's like tasting the food. He's like eating a little.
I know Johnny's touching it with his hands. He's like, stop doing that.
He's like, bro, you're also doing it. You're made of rocks.
Right.
What are we talking
I don't
about,
think hand sanitizer works on rock hands.
Right.
Right. But it was great, man. I think he was played well. Yeah. Great actor.
Great actor.
Favorite moment. I think my favorite moment was, I guess two in one was when they got back, and because they're huge celebrities, they had to face the public because they didn't have to. Number one, number two, they could have just, made like a.
He could have just lied.
That's what I was. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, why did he tell the truth, bro? He could have, or at least a white lie.
But I mean, it's
because they're superheroes.
But he could have lied, bro.
Just omitted it.
I mean, yeah, but I think that is because that's when it was kind of real when they were up there and they were barely gonna escape or whatever. But when they got down, he was like, I don't know.
I get it. He genuinely did not know how to solve that problem, but I feel like he kind of fucking backed himself up to the wall even tighter by having the press kind of like press him even harder in the community that he lives in, even press him even harder about like the whole, you could have just gave up the baby and just saved the world.
You could always have another baby, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, because that's crazy, because, the whole cosmic level threat we're talking about, a universal threat that we're talking about.
So if he would have lied, I would low-key think it would have like taken some pressure off his shoulder.
I don't think it would have worked because they've shown from the beginning that that's not his character.
Yeah.
His character is not. That's not it. Yeah. Like he's not.
He's supposed to be fantastic.
But that was the next my next favorite scene was when he's literally writing on the board the whole time, and he's like, I don't know. He's like, I still don't know. Like, I'm trying, I'm running through everything I possibly can, and I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to be so on a plateau, and it still shows that they're not, they're not the all be all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they still figure it out.
I mean, they still figure it out, but,
What about you, Tom? Favorite characters, favorite moments?
I'll go with probably Johnny as my favorite. I thought the new guy, even though he wasn't quite to the snark level like Chris Evans, but the interaction with him and Reed is always, he's always just kind of like, kind of poking him a little bit, kind of nudging him along, like.
Yeah, he's like, where are my suits? Where's the suits, man?
And even he, like, and the fact that Johnny figured out like the messages based on the records.
Oh my God, the records.
That was a good thing. They didn't make him out to be a complete idiot this time.
Good science.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, I'm not as smart as Reed, but I'm not an idiot either, So.
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning of the movie, he did say like, "Oh, I'm going out of space with three of the smartest people on earth.
Right, they just so happen to be my
brother-in-law, my best friend, and my wife.
Like, look at that nepotism right there. But then you believe it. Then they show you that they all deserve to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
And his relationship with Ben, it's just like it's not as pranky and jackassy like it has been in the past. Sometimes they are like that, but they kept it a little more low key. Probably because of also how the society is in this, as opposed to how it is in maybe the books or the other movies. So they all have different attitudes towards everything and each other.
Right.
Probably the best scene that I liked, I think, was when they had all the protesters out front, and Sue just comes out with the baby.
Yeah.
And she just like walks out, and she's just like, hey, I'm a mom first,
right.
And superhero second. I mean, I get it that they're obviously not going to attack her because she's going to be like,
I mean, you literally can't. You know what I mean?
But she just wanted to show them that, hey, would you sacrifice your child? If this was put on your shoulders.
Right.
And they all kind of just. Change.
What was her saying? I won't sacrifice my kid for the world, but I won't sacrifice
my kid either.
Yeah. You can't hit a baby when you see him, in the face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole time I was looking at that, I was literally like,
somebody's gonna grab that baby.
No, they won't. She has a force field. She has a force field on. There's no way in hell she walked out there with all those people and she didn't have a force field.
No, she didn't have a force field on.
She had trust.
But she knew.
Right.
They aren't gonna fuck with her.
That once they see like the kid, you actually see, because if you just know that there's a kid but you never see the kid, you got your opinion.
Right.
You see the kid, then you're like, okay, now I have to humanize.
And then now I give a shit about this baby.
And you're like, she's holding. We're not gonna attack a mother. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
I mean, maybe there's some crazy out there that would try.
You saw the end of the movie,
and then you're just gonna get force fielded.
Right.
I thought that was probably most dramatic, even opposed to the last scene, with her sacrifice.
Yeah. Oh my God, I have a fucking story about that. So from my favorite moments and characters, I just like all of them, bro. To be honest, I can't even pick one. There are some I like less, but I like Mr. Fantastic. I've always liked him. I kind of wish he was a little bit more wacky. Like I wish he turned into like a cube or a big block, or
Yeah, he didn't do a whole lot of fantastic. His most fantastic thing was getting stretched.
Right. Oh my God. I don't
You're like, ooh, he
can't stretch.
He might rip him.
Yeah, he might. Or like John Cranston in the Scarlet Witch movie or the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was gonna pop. I thought he was gonna like rip. No, I like his powers are more like for writing on a board, along the way, or grabbing something. But he didn't really do a lot of like turning his hand into a hammer.
I feel like that was a little bit of a downfall of the movie. That part to me was like, I get it. He's smart and he's like solving problems and whatever. Pedro Pascal played the crap out of that part, like just being.
I didn't like him at first.
Nerdy.
It kind of grew on me.
You know what I mean? But
get all the way there
the whole him being a superhero. I mean, the only action scene we really got from him was when he fought that monkey. That was the most action I saw. Mr. Fantastic do the whole and like you said, being stretched out. That was it.
I was like, anybody gonna cry cruelty to animals? Oh, but he landed in the water. Yeah, orangutans swim.
He killed that orangutan.
Right. He is dead.
I want to know the story by why John Malkovich got pulled out of.
Oh yeah, he's in the
for real.
Yeah.
Red Ghost was supposed to be there.
That's what he was supposed to be.
And there is a scene. Yeah, he did film a scene where he's with his super apes, but for some reason it got some
maybe because
legality thing.
Oh, you think?
And they have the Red Ghost at the end. Supposed to be like the cartoony thing, but because you see him in the trailer.
Yeah, he is in the trailer.
And you're like, oh, it's Malkovich, and then you're like,
he's not in the movie.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, well, because they brought back the Mole Man, so maybe because they didn't bring him back, maybe I don't know.
Mole Man was great too. His comedy really.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I liked it too. So I like Mr. Fantastic. I think he was not as cartoony, which usually I like in the Marvel movies is how wacky they are. I like Sue Storm, that she was the alpha, she was the head of the family.
She's a glue, bro.
She's a
glue.
glue.
Always is, usually, but...
She's the strongest. Because I saw this movie with my sister, and when they're about to go to space, I'm like, she should stay back. She's pregnant. She shouldn't go to space.
No, hell no.
Why would she go? But then she gets there, and he's like, no, you need her there.
They need her, bro.
She's strong.
Always.
They need her.
Wherever they go, they kind of just need her.
Yeah, there's a weird scene where she's like she turns her belly invisible so you can see the baby.
I thought it was pretty dope.
It is cool, but
I thought it was pretty dope,
That
man.
was definitely unique. I mean,
Yeah, you make.
She's like, "Do you want to see? I'll show you."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even
I
like
thought it
when,
was pretty
I don't even like the
dope.
3D ultrasounds. So like,
Well, because that's way
That's creepier.
Yeah,
That's just black
for
and
sure.
white and.
no, they have them where you can see them like they're in a video game. Like,
Well, no,
like
I
you're
know
making
making them.
3D.
That,
Yeah,
that
but the way
picture
she
is
did it was
wild.
different.
Right.
Like you can actually
Better.
see through it. Like it was
It's gross, bro.
crystal clear.
And she's strong as shit. The way she pushed Galactus.
She is, bro.
I like Johnny. I think he was a little bit subdued. I think all the characters were kind of subdued.
It was.
Yeah.
I feel like it was family first and then superpower second.
Yeah,
You know what
or
I
even
mean?
just like wackiness, like personality wise. Like you get there, not everyone's not jokey. I don't think Mr. Fantastic cracked a single joke, which is good.
Science first, bro.
Science first.
Science
Who wants
first.
to see a
comedy
bigger
second.
Science first.
Right.
Yeah, it was
exactly.
appropriate.
That was his one line.
Right, it was like appropriate jokes, but it wasn't like quips like everybody. It was a funny
Right.
man, and I did like the Silver Surfer. In the end, that was a pretty good scene.
Yeah, bro. You expect it, to be honest. I didn't expect it. I mean, I kind of figured that's how it was gonna go, but.
Well, I'm like Johnny can't push him in there.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to figure it out. I was happening too, to be honest with you.
No.
How the hell's he gonna
And
make
then I do like the scene where she's giving birth on the spaceship, and everybody's like doing stuff. That's pretty cool.
it? Everybody has a role to play, bro.
Everybody's real.
Herbie, get out here!
Yeah, Herbie was a good inclusion too.
I love Herbie. He's
That's the
actually my
robot,
favorite
right?
character,
Yeah, Herbie.
Herbie, bro.
I was gonna say that,
love
bro.
Herbie,
Low key, Herbie was my favorite character out of all three of them, bro.
Yeah.
He stood up. He put in the work. He was like the dedicated dad, putting the crib together.
Right.
He was just.
He
bro,
was the one
He was
putting
the
in
it
the
man.
most work. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
He was,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, bro, but he was cooking all the time. He was cleaning up. He was with the child, protected the child the best he could.
He was
But
making
Galactus
the
still took.
LPs, bro. Like, nah.
He was.
How do
the
you feel
go-to
about
man.
How do you feel about Galactus?
Oh, the
They
scene
did
was
Galactus
dope,
good.
man. I know a lot of people talked about like how he's gonna be portrayed in
Yeah.
a movie form because they usually portrayed him as a cloud, a storm cloud,
That one-
whatever.
that one time, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, the one
But
time,
like,
no.
I think they did it Galactic right, man.
Yeah.
I
They did
think he
really
looked
good
really
with
dope.
Galactus.
Yeah, people have just been, asking for it for so long.
I know.
They're like,
Yes,
let's
man.
not even try to go around it. Let's just make them how they look.
Yeah, well, because they already have Celestials and big
That's
beings
true.
Right,
there.
the Eternals are a thing.
That's
Yeah, so might as well.
So they kind of just they hint at that again, where Galactus is supposed to cull the celestial population, and
Yeah.
he's talking about like he has a baby. There's also a baby inside Earth. There's that celestial, well, like the one that happened, in Eternals. When he popped out in the
Yeah.
Indian Ocean and all that. You're like, yeah, that's what Galactus. That's his purpose. He's not evil. This is what he does.
He's just got the hunger.
Yeah, he's just like, I go to
Hunger.
these planets. He at least gives them a heads up. By
To be
sending
fair,
the
That's
Silver
true. I
Surfer.
mean, that's
If you can get off the planet, you probably should.
Right.
I'm coming, and you got,
yeah.
I'll give you this much time to pack your bags. And
not even that. He was just like, just enjoy your time with your family.
Yeah.
Don't even go to work. Don't even
need
show
to,
up.
No point.
No
literally.
point at this time,
you
bro.
don't,
Just
you don't have to pay rent next month.
Right.
next month ain't coming.
I do want to mention that. So, have we all seen Thunderbolts?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want that. It threw me for a loop because I stayed all the way through to watch all the
To
post
see, yeah,
scenes,
yeah.
and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm kind of super interested because that means that this is further in the future.
So what you're seeing, because it's those post-credit scenes are from the Russos.
Yeah.
You're seeing Doomsday.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
seeing scenes from it, and then when you see it, it'll make more sense because
As the timeline goes on.
yeah, because at the end of the Thunderbolts, you're seeing something that happens later on in the Doomsday, and then
Yeah.
the thing at the end where maybe this is this Doom, with the kid.
That's-
Oh my God.
That's
this is also something that's happening in Doomsday. So they're just kind of setting it up.
No, I think this might. I hope I'm not ruining it by saying it, but I think this might be a return to form for Marvel movies.
Yeah, I think so, especially after Thunderbolts. So the two scenes that I will say, at least at the end. So there's a scene where, Susan Storm dies, and she's like dead on the ground, and they put the baby on top of her, which I thought was kind of weird. It was like, don't traumatize this damn baby. Put her on her dead mother. This fucking Mufasa and Simba moment. So whatever. So then the baby's, and we knew that she was gonna. At least me and my sister knew that she's gonna come back to life or whatever. It's not a regular baby.
Right.
So but they put the baby on Sue, and then the baby has his hands on her like chest part, and I was like, what if the baby just like chokes the life into Susan? Like, come on, baby. So that was that scene, and then at the end where Doom shows up. Oh my god, bro! I fucking
he's face to face with this universal level threat.
I don't like the way he was holding his. He was kind of holding his mask to the camera, like why you hold it like that?
To show you up here.
Where I in the movie theater, I just screamed Doom. We got out of there.
It's like Robert, no.
Right. They should have shown his face a little bit.
Right. No, they couldn't.
That's another thing. The whole thing with Robert Downey Jr. I still think it's some kind of a red herring. I just don't buy it. There could be, and people are like, well, this could be in a superior Iron Man. Right. This angle where Doom takes over as Iron Man, but it'll be the opposite this time around.
Well, because they still had Latveria. Like Latveria didn't show up.
That's right. That's something I noticed.
That's just typical.
From the very beginning.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit. Yeah, you guys love.
Get out of here.
Right. Yeah, you love the Fantastic Four. I don't.
Yeah, I was already questioning it then because I was like, the real question is, did he already take it over by then, or is he just?
I don't know. I would love a Books of Doom, but they're just going straight to Doomsday.
Yeah.
All right, so then comparing, it sounds like Tom is definitely Fantastic Four over Superman.
Yeah, I gotta give it the edge.
What about Fantastic Four over Superman?
Yeah, I would say Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Didn't hate Superman. I liked Superman.
Right.
Didn't love it.
Didn't love it.
Fantastic Four, very close to loving it, except for the science. A lot of sciencey talk. There was a lot of
jargon.
lulls.
We're talking about leverage.
Yeah, but you get a good third act. You get a good solid fight at the end.
Yeah, but that SpongeBob meme where Patrick says we gotta take the city and just push it.
Right. Move heaven and earth.
Move heaven and earth. He's like, oh, we just gotta move Earth from here to here.
Yeah,
problem solved.
I get it that it's a very positive society and all that, but to get all the nations to work together
to turn the lights off
in 2 days,
everybody was in a curfew.
I mean, bro, everybody's dying, and everybody knows that everybody's dying. So,
still, there would be a good amount of people that would be like, fucking Fantastic Four don't run me.
I'm turning on my lights.
Yeah, right.
What are you talking about? No caught at night? Hell no.
Yeah, that was maybe the most unbelievable part. But then in the realm of the movie, you can tell that they kind of
been turning it around and setting the trap. It was like, okay, see that's how. I guess that's how they set that up. They're like, it's like improvise real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was loving.
Hey, instead of us going, that's the way.
Yeah.
Get off our planet, dude.
I thought it was hilarious that they actually thought that they were going to keep the baby in the building and he wasn't going to know.
Yeah.
That was funny
bro.
as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Well, because he didn't have like a signature that at least Reed could read, or else you'd put like a fake baby signature, cosmic signature.
I thought there was one like in
like an empty.
I thought that's what he did when he made it. Like he somehow would put like his whatever he was reading.
He couldn't read anything. Only Galactus could read the
that's
what
I meant.
The power cosmic.
Right, but exactly he couldn't know because he was literally hiding that shit.
My question is why didn't they just send Silver Surfer to go pick up the baby instead of Galactic? Or why
she's not a good guy. My sister got mad when she died at the end, or when she moved or whatever. I'm like,
when she switched teams. When she switched teams, yeah. But still, like in my head, I was like, if I'm Galactic, why the fuck am I gonna come down to Earth to pick up a baby when either way I'm gonna kill Earth? Bring the baby to me. You want me to spare Earth? Bring it to me. Like, why would I even bother coming down there to this itty planet?
Number one, that means that
he had to disconnect himself.
I thought he was gonna eat that baby. I was like, he'll eat that baby.
No, definitely not. He would have lost then.
He would have lost.
No, the baby would have died. I think he would have just swallowed. It was just
they both would have died. That's what he wanted. He wanted to die.
Oh, no, he wanted to die, but he wanted to take his place so that he didn't have to worry about it anymore. So he would have lost. And then but the reason why he didn't send the Silver Surfer, number one, she could use it against him. And number two,
I herald your thing. I'm not your, you know.
Right. I'm not your bitch.
I'm not your Grease.
I'm just.
Sorry.
Right. No. So it made sense that he had to go down himself.
It was cool to see him.
It was though. It was. I feel like for the movie purpose, good to see him down, actually walking.
Right.
And not just a fucking random storm.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Right. Like fucking.
That's great.
Yeah, no, I like the scenes too where the Silver Surfers, the Fantastic Four, and she's like Silver Surfing on the lava.
Oh yeah,
my God,
I like how they did that. Yeah,
black hole.
In the black hole, she was just like surfing through it. I was like, okay.
That was pretty dope. That was pretty dope.
That was nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get to see any of that in the trailer too, because the trailers kind of were misleading. I thought it was going to be like kind of.
Well, a lot of people hated Silver
that.
Surfer because of the trailer. They just felt like it was like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
The CGI looked horrible in the trailer too.
That's why I don't.
There's a scene where Johnny's describing her. He's like, I could see in her face, I could see myself and the stars, and I'm like,
hilarious.
So basically, you fell in love with yourself in the stars.
His ego.
Right. I wish they had a little bit more like that.
He comes back to the ship, Ben's like, she dumped you already.
Right. Or the tense moment where they get there, and then Ben's like, Johnny, your girlfriend's here. No, it was good. I liked it a lot. I do agree. I liked it more. I had to watch Superman recently just to refresh, but also to feel, because I saw Fantastic Four more recently, so I'm like, is that why I liked it more? But then I revisited Superman, and I'm like, nah, it was just like a better movie. But
I think that Thunderbolt's end credits scene with the ship coming through was deliberate mislead, because then you're going into Fantastic Four thinking that Galactus may actually win.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, that's exactly what I thought.
I mean, that would be,
because that was a prediction of everybody.
Literally
that Galactic was gonna kill that Earth,
and
then they would have to go to a different Earth.
Right. They were doing the teleportation stuff. You're like, oh, okay, so maybe something goes wrong, and they get zipped across, dimensional space.
Earth 616.
Nothing.
Yeah, and
literally none of
and you're
those
like,
things.
oh, okay, that's gonna happen later.
Right. A complaint my son had is that there were no other superheroes in the movie. He's like, "Where's Iron Man?" I'm like, "Well, he's not in this movie. He's not in this universe."
This is a Fantastic Four.
But he thinks that Iron Man is in every universe. I'm like, he kind of is. He's doing it.
Well, yes and no, but
most of them, maybe.
Right. No, it was nice.
Yeah, they dropped all the little crumbs of all their other villains. They're like, oh, Diablo's over here, and the Wizard's over here, and Puppet Master. And it's like, okay, cool. We get it. We're
Small
Fantastic.
Right.
But yeah, it's just, we get to warm up with Mole Man and his monster.
Yeah. It was nice. Okay, so I know you like the Fantastic Four, but are you more excited about the future of the Marvel movies, or what's going on with DC?
Well, I mean, with Marvel, you kind of already foresee what's kind of going on, and you're looking forward to it. They're already kind of like announcing the lineup, versus DC doesn't really have like too much structure so far yet.
They have a bunch of ideas, but nothing.
In the air.
Nothing on a graphic
Nothing
that says, "Hey, these are the 6 movies we're doing over the next 2 years."
Yeah, like I know we're supposed to get a Supergirl movie.
Supergirl's next.
Batman 2.
Right. The Lobo, we're supposed to get a Lobo, but we don't know if it's concrete. Like everything's just up in the air right now. You know what I mean? But I think they are going to move forward with James Gunn, because just the way how this Superman. Yeah, he's locked in, bro.
No, yeah,
he's the man. He wasn't even originally supposed to direct that movie. He was supposed to just do the Kevin Feige thing of curating it.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, at least direct the Superman movie, bro.
But he did great, man. He did great.
What about you, Tom? You excited for Marvel more than DC or what?
Yeah, I mean, I know what to expect with Marvel. It's the future of DC. It's exciting and nervous at the same time. But okay, so
they're still nervous.
So Supergirl, she comes in and she's the party girl.
Oh my gosh, she reminded me of my sister.
And a lot of people, I think this is going to be another misdirect where you think, okay, it's going to ruin Supergirl now. This is your next big project coming up, but I think it will be kind of more of a redemption kind of thing, where she will start out kind of like, ridiculous, and she'll grow into her hero role. Something serious will happen,
Okay.
And she will, she'll become more of the traditional Supergirl that we know.
Yeah, well, because he's not directing that movie, I don't think.
Probably not. That's where they're going to stick Lobo in as a cameo.
Yeah. So no, Lobo in the Superman movie or Supergirl movie, I think is on the horizon.
It is interesting. I want to see where it's going to go with DC, and if Gunn can clean up everything and get everybody back in sync
and on track.
I don't think I saw a Photoshop, or I believe it was Photoshop, of David Cornsweet and Rob Batman together, which I think they are going to meet one day, but I think he won't touch, but I think he won't mess with the Batman movie, because it does have a different tone dramatically than Superman.
You don't think you could do a dark tone?
It does have a dark tone.
I know, but I'm saying, you don't think James Gunn can do a dark tone? Like, continue to do Batman the way it is?
Not and truly be him.
Yeah.
Not in like keep his style. He would be like doing something different. I think he's, especially in the position that he's in, he knows that he doesn't have to. He can pick somebody who can do a good dark tone. You know, I think if he was smart, later on the line, he might even have Zack Snyder come back and do like an Injustice.
Well, I was saying, because if they're gonna do, like, if they are gonna meet, they are gonna have to do some kind of Justice League-esque thing.
Yeah, I think the Justice Gang is gonna evolve into the Justice League.
I mean, they were kind of hinting at it.
Oh my God, Peacemaker's in the fucking movie?
Yes.
That shit was nice.
Oh, the interview with Superman? Yeah.
He's like, they just hate because I'm more jacked than them. that shit set me rolling.
Cool. If you saw the trailer from the Peacemaker season 2, and it's like meeting another Peacemaker through that dimensional door.
The same one.
The theory is that's the Zack Snyder Peacemaker from season 1.
Right.
Oh. And then he's meeting the James Gunn Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And there's going to be one's going to replace the other. And that's how he's going to keep Peacemaker in the new thing.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, at the end of the first season, there's Aquaman and Barry, you know, and it's like, where are they now?
Right, because they recast Rick Flag as well.
Right. Yeah. They have Crossbones.
Yeah.
is now senior Rick Flag, and he was in the Commandos cartoon, Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
So they say that's canon too, Creature Commandos.
Yeah, I think they're making that into a live action as well.
Yeah.
But that's how you said. It's like way down the line. They don't really have anything
concrete.
Well, he had live action Weasel already.
Right.
So he's kind of cherry picking because, you know, it's just like, okay, well, the Suicide Squad, so is that part of your universe or part of the other one, because you have shared characters? But, you know, the Harley was dressed different, Captain Boomerang was dressed different, and, you know, and the flag was different.
Yeah, entirely.
Someone that just killed him off and everything.
Right.
And they don't know if Margot Robbie's going to continue contractually.
Really?
You know.
Oh, she should.
Well, it's because of the Birds of Prey movie. That was.
They didn't like
that. Kind of derailed it. Well, I mean, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, but not because of her.
No, not because of her. This is bad writing.
Yeah.
But I think she's like had enough. She's just like,
well, really?
I'm Barbie now.
Right.
But
Marvel's making millions, man.
Marvel's still trying to kind of lure her over.
Oh, as who you think? Maybe Dazzler? I don't know.
I don't even know. If it's Margot Robbie, it's got to be a headliner.
Yeah. And then
she's not going to sell for slide.
Right, somebody's girlfriend or whatever. I don't know. I am less nervous about the DCU. I was nervous about the Superman movie, but I'm kind of hopeful for it. And I'm kind of maybe more excited about the DCU just because they're starting now. So, like, imagine Superman as Iron Man 1. Which, you know, I don't think it necessarily is, but imagining it like it was, you can jumpstart a whole universe off of that. You know, and you kind of have a head start, because Iron Man was the only superhero in his movie, while we're starting off with Mr. Terrific, and the Green Lanterns are already a thing. And
Justice Gang.
Yeah.
Justice Gang, yeah.
That's what he had to do, because he's like, all these other characters already been established. You know, he's just like, okay, let's get a couple other ones that haven't been, except for on TV.
Right, the animated series.
Arrowverse, you know, that's one thing. But he's just like, okay, I need to get some new blood in here and bring it. Yeah, so he did. He got some good supporting characters in there and made it work.
Yeah, just because they have more potential right now, for me. I know we're kind of leading towards a Doomsday, Secret Wars, whatever. But, you know, I'm excited for sequels of the Fantastic Four. If they do a sequel for the Thunderbolts, if they'll just straight up call it the New Avengers. They should just call it New Avengers 2. Be like, what the heck?
That's what they did. And in the comics, they changed it. It was going to be a new Thunderbolts ongoing title. They just switched when the movie came out. New Avengers.
Right.
So a lot of people were like, I know it was on Thunderbolts, so put me on New Avengers.
Right.
I was like, I got you. I already took care of it.
No, that's good. Good stuff. Well, those are your reviews positive remarks on both ends. I think we're all in agreement. Fantastic Four over Superman.
Right now, yes. For sure. Right now, yes. For sure, man. All right, you guys stay tuned. This was our review on both movies, Superman and Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yes.
You got a twofer for one. And thank you, T-Money, for coming in, man. 100%. Thank you for hosting
Thank you for putting up with me once again. Always a pleasure. I'll throw in my 2 cents anytime.
Yeah, no.
Kind of stuff. Yeah.
We talked about these 2 movies in the last filler, so I was just like, damn, we have to get T-Money.
Yeah, you were kind of already giving your predictions of where you think things are heading.
Continuity is key.
And like we say at the end of every episode,
tune in next time for scenes from the next episode of the Hyperbolic spin-off review.